So I'm just gonna make a really short video. We did make it to the airport safely and we got checked in with all of our luggage. I'm gonna be sharing pictures shortly. It was a lot and it is an evening flight. I'm gonna turn the camera around here. I'm gonna show you the kids. So, I don't want to be the weirdo talking in the airplane, in the airport on my cell phone, but everything that could go wrong today kind of did go wrong up until we unloaded at the airport. And then it's been smooth sailing. It's been going really well. We did have a few hiccups actually, I guess. So, one of the things that happened is that I brought a thermos of hot water to make a bottle on the plane for Oliver. And that thermos of hot water, somehow, it kind of has like a lid that you can pop open to pour the water, and it must have gotten unpopped in the diaper bag because it drenched the entire diaper bag with hot water. And we didn't realize that until it was empty. And I have no hot water or even warm water for Ollie now, which is okay, you can do room temperature. But all the spare outfits I brought for him are drenched. And I do mean like you could wring them out wet, drenched. So that was a little hiccup. And the diapers thankfully stayed dry. It just literally just hit his blanket and all his spare outfits. About like 4 spare outfits. So he's only got 1 outfit. But we were also waiting on an Amazon package to get delivered to bring the last neck pillow. That got delayed and it was supposed to get here this morning and I was supposed to get it this afternoon, and it is literally being delivered to the house right now. I'm getting the ring notification pop up on my phone and it is literally being delivered. Well, I have a friend waiting at the house, literally just waiting for that package, picking it off my porch and driving it over here. And my husband is not at home, but when this water mishap first happened, he was still at home. So I asked him, hey, can you put out a few more Ollie outfits on the porch so that when the package gets picked up to get taken to the airport, the outfits also come. So I do have some dry outfits on the way. Now the kids and I have already gone past security, and that was of course interesting because they each have their own backpack, but it all went really, really well, I have to say. But Miriam stayed in front of security, so she's still down at the door. And she is waiting for our friend to drop off, yes, the neck pillow, but also the dry Ollie outfits. So there was a problem, but there's been a solution. And we kind of had dinner here at the airport just now. I brought a box of Uncrustables. I just grabbed those on a whim at the last minute out of the freezer because my husband said, you know, they had lunch and they're not going to wait to have dinner on the plane, which is at like 9 o'clock at night. They're going to need to eat before then, because they had lunch at like 11:30 today. So he suggested PB&Js and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna grab the Uncrustables. They're really not a good dietary option. I keep them in the freezer for emergencies, and today we grabbed the whole box. So the kids have been eating those. We got here early because I didn't know, I was expecting there to be more hiccups with Condor, and today they weren't any. I mean, on check-in of course all the dates of birth were wrong and all the passport info. Not the same different wrong as last time, but like different wrong on half of them. So there were all sorts of hiccups along the way, but once we got here, everything's been smooth sailing. Everybody was really nice, and we are now at the gate. We are going to begin boarding in about an hour, so it's a long time to wait yet, but kids are being good, everything is going well, and then we get on the plane. So pray that the kids would be good. I, like all moms, have a couple of kids that always give me a run for my money, and they've been pushing all the buttons today. And pray that everything goes well on the flight. Stormy weather around Arizona. Why would you tell me this? And yeah, I don't think we're going to be eating tuna in the airport. I think we might get kicked out if we do that. But anyway, we're going to start boarding about an hour, and then it's an 11-hour flight. I have not had any anxiety or claustrophobia. I only get it when I'm pregnant. I do have medication on me, and I also have homeopathic stuff with me in case I need it, but I think it should all be good. So, oh yes, the monsoon. So, hi Karen, good to see you. Oh, thank you, Karen. So, we've had a really, really, really incredibly cool spring in Phoenix this year. Coolest that I've ever known in 17 years of living here. In the news, they said coolest on record in 25 years. It has been amazingly cool. And we went from having a cool spring to the monsoon moved in last week. So we've had literally rain every single week from the cold, wet spring. And now the monsoon has arrived like early, because normally monsoon season is June through September. And we've had monsoon rains, and it has just been amazing. It's like we just went right from nice spring, which we don't always even get a spring, into monsoon. So I'm very happy with that. Of course, by the time we get back, it'll be infernally hot here. But when I spoke with the rental van guy, that was another interesting situation today. When I spoke with him, he said, oh, well, so the van comes with heating and AC, but he also has retrofitted 2 AC units and 1 heating unit, and he's gonna put the heater and the air conditioner in. So I guess it's that time of year where you need heater at night and air conditioning in the daytime, 2 of them. So yeah, the rental van, they tried to run the balance on my card and it declined. So I called the bank and, okay, 1 second, I have to respond to this. I hope y'all are still here. Mira messaged me because she's wondering if the packages, the football is still coming. So it declined. I called the bank. They said, okay, security, fraud detection, have them run it again. It will not decline. They ran it again. It declined again. So then they called me back and like, so sorry. And they pretty much had to get like my mom's shoe size from me to verify. And on the 3rd attempt, it finally did go through. And I was worried we'd lose the rental van, because this was like literally in the entire country. The largest van you're allowed to drive in Germany with a regular license is a 9-seater, but that wouldn't fit us. So I wanted to rent a 15-passenger van like what we have here, and they have them, but they only want to rent them with a driver, because most people are not allowed to drive one. Now I'm allowed to drive it with my American license, and I got the endorsement on my international license, so I can drive it, but I have to find somebody willing to rent to me, because these are very few and far between, and when they have them, they come with a driver. So thankfully, after a couple of hours on the phone with the bank, we were able to get payment through for the van, so I didn't lose that. And then I needed to get cash out, and I didn't realize that Wells Fargo closed all their branches on Saturdays. So I needed to withdraw cash from the ATM, but I had to raise my limit. So I had 3 errands this morning, and they took me like 10 different stops and attempts. But it got all done, and we're all here in one piece, and I think all the pieces are falling into place. So I'm going to disconnect now and go back to the kids that are around the corner. And I will check in again once we get to our hotel in Germany, which will be around noon tomorrow. It will be, well, we're landing at 4 p.m. in Frankfurt, so that is, let's see, that's 5 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So by the time we get our luggage and the van and get everything situated and we get there, we'll probably be noon here. So please pray that everything goes well, that the kids are good, and that the baby doesn't cry, that there are no delays, and that I don't have a nervous breakdown on the flight. It's gone well so far. If you want to read about my previous mishap, just search the channel. I posted in 2019 about my claustrophobia. I was pregnant though, so that was very different when I'm pregnant. Anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate all the well wishes, and I will check in with you all, hopefully, tomorrow.